Hello guys, this is Modest Major here, bringing you some commentary over some Call of Duty in space gameplay on the map Venus. I'm kind of trolling a little bit there because Hagstrom's absolutely hates it when I compare Destiny PvP to Call of Duty. But today I wanted to talk about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and I thought Destiny was a more suitable game to talk over than Halo, because Halo is pretty drastically different in terms of the gameplay mechanics, although they are kind of deriving stuff from it, from actual Halo, but we'll get into that in a second. But I thought Destiny, it has the aim down sights, it has the iron sights, it has a lot of the core mechanics found in the Call of Duty gunplay, so I thought, it's something for you guys to watch, and you don't necessarily have to watch Call of Duty, and I was not going to go and Call of Duty Ghosts and get myself a gameplay on that. Absolutely no chance. But yeah, I wanted to talk about my thoughts regarding the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I used to be an extremely big Call of Duty fan, so I kind of have an interest in each game that comes out. I definitely think Call of Duty's marketing is absolutely insane, which it should be considering the amount of money they put into it. I think they do a good job of trying to convince potential buyers. There's obviously a huge market of people who are never going to buy the Call of Duty players, or they're always going to complain about it. They're always not going to enjoy it to some extent. Maybe they will buy it just because all their friends will, but I feel like there's a certain, portion of people who can't be convinced. But for someone like me, who, buys into a lot of FPS, and I'm kind of sitting on the fence, I am often swayed a little bit by their trailers. I think they just do good trailers. That's just my honest opinion. They know how to pace the gameplay in a fun and exciting way. With Call of Duty Ghosts, the trailer was like, it looks like a super aggressive gameplay. People are running into buildings, throwing tomahawks left, right, and center. It looked like a very aggressive game, and I'm not sure why they played that up so much in the trailer when the whole game pretty much revolved around the core mechanics of, hey, if you want to play more passive, this game will reward you. It was kind of a misleading trailer in that respect, I thought. But anyway, I watched the Advanced Warfare trailer. Going into it, I was actually a little bit excited. My interest had been piqued by the initial teaser trailer for a multiplayer trailer, which, by the way, is incredibly dumb. Teasing a multiplayer trailer, like trailers for trailers, I hate it. But whatever, they just keep trying to get the hype train going early as possible. It's kind of ridiculous. They showed this teaser, and they basically had a mechanic that was extremely similar to the Thruster Pack. And for me, I've never been a big fan of, the core gameplay mechanics. I'm kind of a fan of the bells and whistles they put on top of it to make it a more arcadey experience. I'm talking, some of the kill streaks that are ludicrously overpowered, but they give you a strong sense of power and, momentum, etc. I like the camos and the customization. I like the aesthetics of a lot of the maps. There's just a lot of, enhancements that I really actually enjoyed, especially in the earlier Call of Duties. Less and less it's really interested me, but I feel like they used to do all that side of things good. When with Call of Duty Black Ops 2, I felt like they were taking more of a side to make the gameplay more competitive. And my problem with that was I didn't actually enjoy the gunplay mechanics enough to enjoy Call of Duty as a competitive game. I thought they're kind of slower paced. I feel like they reward defensive play a little bit, and it was just never particularly my scene. So that's kind of when I started going off the game. However, I feel like with this latest trailer that I've just watched, they're kind of taking steps to make the gameplay a little bit more entertaining from a competitive perspective. Now, I'm not going to come out here and say, oh my god, this is Halo 2, but in Call of Duty world, yeah. And they're being incredibly derivative in terms of, stealing ideas. Okay, the distance of the thruster that launches you up in the air, it's practically identical to the Titanfall thrust that you find, except in this game, it's going to go sideways as well, which gives you a strafing mechanic, which is something I'm really, really interested in. Something that I've kind of taken notice in recent years when it comes to me being a fan of FPS is that if you add in more movement mechanics into your game, I will probably love you for it. When it comes to Super Smash Bros. Melee versus Super Smash Bros. Brawl, they cut out movement options, and for me, the game became less exciting. The movement was less fast-paced, movement was less interesting. When it comes to FPS, I feel like there's been detractions in movement as games have gone on, over time. I feel like arena shooters, they used to be incredibly fast-paced. You had to be incredibly quick thinking, and as a result, the better players always came out on top. And the fact of the matter is, this trailer did seem to show a lot of that. It seemed to show the idea of you've got the thruster pack strafing, you've got the thruster pack jumping, which is actually quite a big jump, in the grand scheme of things, especially by Call of Duty standards. I've always thought the strafe was really, really boring and slow-paced in Call of Duty. you might not even be able to tell someone's strafing in a Call of Duty video. I remember a commentator by the name of Fear Crads made a video on, you should strafe in Call of Duty, and everyone was kind of laughing him off because it was like, dude, like, you call that strafing? Like, have you not played Halo? Lol, lol, lol. And the fact of the matter is, there wasn't really much in that Call of Duty trailer that put me off. Now, I'm not necessarily going to come out and say, yo, Call of Duty looked Game of the Year. You know, I've played enough Call of Duties to know that there's potential pitfalls around every single corner. You know, we don't know what the health is like, for example. We don't know how exciting the guns are going to be to utilize. Although I will say there were some interesting ideas being bounced around. Obviously, the main warning sign with that trailer to me was taking invisibility as an ability. Like, it seemed to have some sort of, you know, boundaries to it, I suppose. You know, there was a big timer that came on screen. I don't know if necessarily it was a kill streak. I haven't really watched that many Call of Duty videos since the reveal of the multiplayer trailer, so I don't necessarily know exactly how it's going to work. But invis in any game, you know, it ruined Crysis, in my opinion. It really, really hurt Halo Reach. It really, really hurt Halo 4. It's just been a really, really stupid mechanic. You know, BTB in Halo 4 feels a whole lot less entertaining, and it feels like you are more worried about pushing out because there might be an invis sniper around every single corner that kind of blend into the walls, and there's very little limitations put on the way it works. You know, it's fine in Halo 3 when it was a camo pickup because it was reliable, it was consistent, and there were ways of counteracting what was going on in the gameplay. So yeah, very skeptical of that, and of course, you know, it's Call of Duty. There's going to be stuff that everyone hates. That's just a guarantee, and we don't necessarily know what it is just from one multiplayer trailer. But I'm going to come out and say it, like, you know, I feel like with Call of Duty, a lot of people have been saying, you know, why is the game so stale? Why is the game lacking innovation in such huge ways? It's doing nothing. And then when they do start putting innovations in it, I see so many people saying, like, oh, you know, they've overcomplicated it. Looks like Call of Duty's dead. Looks like they're doing this. And it's like, at least they're taking risks in small ways. And maybe those risks are kind of stealing ideas from other games, which is kind of dumb. But at the same time, you know, they're trying to adapt the formula. They're trying to work on the formula. And FPSs, you know, the FPS genre as a whole is a derivative genre. Like, that's just a fact. Like, you know, people could make comparisons between freaking Doom 20 years ago and say, oh, why is every FPS the same way, and that you kill a bunch of bad guys and they explode, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's all about the subtle touches, I find, in FPS that, you know, advance the gameplay, make it more entertaining, and give you more options as a player to be able to express yourself in-game. And that's exactly what it looks like Advanced Warfare was trying to put into effect. Whether it will work is, of course, a different story. I'm not saying that, like, this is putting me off the Master Chief Collection or anything, or making me worried. I mean, the Master Chief Collection is just too good a product to ignore, to be honest. It's absolutely ludicrous. And then the Halo 5 Guardians Beta, etc. Of course, I'm aboard the Halo hype train, more so than I am Call of Duty. But the way I'm seeing it right now, to be honest with you guys, is I see Call of Duty as a fun little side game that will hopefully be entertaining enough to play for some small amount of time versus Call of Duty Ghosts, which was like, let's drop this right away. Like, I picked up that game and I thought, let's go ahead and chuck this in the trash. I don't even know where my Ghost copy is now. It could be in freaking Baghdad for all I know, fighting in some war. I don't know where it's gone. But in terms of, you know, actually giving the game a try and having a little bit of fun, I feel like the Call of Duty community is going to hate this game. Because Call of Duty people, they don't like change. They hate it. They absolutely despise it. So what my dream setup would be is that Call of Duty did less well than usual with Advanced Warfare. It wasn't that successful in the public eye. But it was an enjoyable game for me to play, and like, it's just basically completely selfish reasons. I don't want Call of Duty to do incredibly well. I want the Halo community to thrive. That's just a selfish fact. I really want Halo to do well this year, and I want a lot of people on it. But it would be awesome to have a little fun side Call of Duty game, because I miss that. I miss that arcadey experience. I miss getting on and jumping on for a laugh. I feel, you know, like whenever I jump on for Call of Duty Ghost for a laugh, it's never a laugh. I want to tear my eyes out. I want to cry myself to sleep. And I don't know what went wrong with the whole Call of Duty formula to make that happen in the first place. So I'm glad they're being experimental. I'm glad they're looking at it and saying, yo, let's have a little bit of fun with the gameplay mechanics. Let's tweak what we can and see what works. Maybe they're being derivative, but at the end of the day, like I said, what FPSs aren't nowadays. Anyway, I've been Modest Major. I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. A bit controversial maybe, because I know you guys hate COD, but try and stick with me. I've been Modest Major. Peace.